Now that we've finished our kitchen plan, we're going to create the ceilings and put in lights. In order to do that, we need to go to the first floor plan under ceilings. Here we have floor plans, first floor. Well, now we need to go to ceiling plans, first floor. So when you double click on ceiling plans, first floor, you're not going to see a whole lot. You may actually see all those section views that you've created. If that's the case, you can hide in view and hide those section views so you don't have to have them in your way. But it's pretty much a blank plan. You just see the walls. You may see furniture, or I've got some plants that are out in the outdoor area. That is fine. Don't worry about it. We don't have to hide anything really as far as extra in this plan. Again, I just hid the elevation section views that I made just to get them out of the way. So what we're going to do now, make sure that your plan is on shaded. I think mine was already on shaded, but if yours is not on shaded, you need to shade in this plan. Because when we draw the ceilings, if it's not on shaded, it's just plain black and white, and you can't tell if you actually drew a ceiling in that room or not. So we need to have it shaded so we can see which ceilings we have done. Now, I want you to go to your properties and scroll down until you get to the part that says Underlay. Underlay. And then click where it says None and select First Floor. Click Apply. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you a little gray outline of all the furniture and the items you've placed in your first floor. So this is helpful because when we start placing lights, if it's a light that maybe you want over the bar in the kitchen, now you can see the bar in the kitchen. Or if you want a pendant light over top of the dining room table, you'll know where to place that. So this kind of helps us put our lights in the best possible positions. Okay, so let's click Save since we haven't done that in a few minutes. And what we want to do next is we're going to go to the Ceiling command. So on the Architecture tab, on the Ceiling button, click Ceiling. And we want Sketch Ceiling. When you click Sketch Ceiling, it's going to give you your draw tools, and it defaults to line so we can start picking what we need. Now when you create a ceiling, you can do all of them in one command, but you don't want to go from one corner of the house to the other because you need to actually draw individual ceilings for every room. When we drew the floors, we went from the midpoint of the walls. Ceilings, we go from the inside edge of the walls. So you're actually tracing around the inside of the walls for each room. You can do more than one at a time. So if I wanted to put this one in, it's just a rectangle. So I can click the rectangle command and go from one side to the other. So any of the little small rooms that are rectangles, you can use rectangle. Now this is not a true rectangle, so I have to go to line, and you want to trace the inside edge of the room and just work your way around. Make sure you've zoomed in. I don't think I grabbed an endpoint there. So now I'm just going to keep walking my way around it. And I'm going to trace the inside of this room. Now, you don't have to do all of it at one time. If you want to click the check button, you can see, okay, these are the ones that now have ceilings. So for the great room here, you're going to have to trace around this wall. So you go to your Ceiling command, Sketch Ceiling, and then just start at a corner. And so I'm going to work my way around, and you just trace the outline of the wall, because we want to actually see a definite point where the ceiling and the wall meet when we create our renderings. So we actually need to show the ceiling as it's built into the room. So if you look at your house, you look at the wall, there's a definite corner where the wall and the ceiling meet. Now this is just a half wall, so you don't have to go around this half wall. So you can just keep walking yourself straight down that side. See, this is a pretty large room, so just keep on going all the way around. Till you get back to your start point. And then when you click your check, there you have a ceiling. So create the ceilings for every room in the house. And then we're going to add our lights.